Hello, this is Oatman, and welcome back to another episode of OakenStone. This is episode number something or other. I don't remember. It's episode 23. 23 of Volume 2, ladies and gentlemen. And we finished the Volume 2 hub. Speaking of Volume 2, we went ahead and finished it. It's 100% gas proof. I didn't do the floor. I didn't really want to have three Nether Hub episodes in the same one right after each other because it would be boring, but I'll give you a tour here in a little bit after we go ahead and kill this filler. There we go. But the hub is done. It is all done, boys and girls. We got the ceiling up there, which I think you guys saw in the last episode. Really happy with this build for sure. The ceiling, got our chandeliers in. We got multiple tiers here of the hub, and it all connects to the portal there. And then we got the floor, and I want to show you guys the floor because I'm super happy about this floor as well. So I put these in here where they're like lava, and they've got these stones in here, and these is kind of like 3D effect sort of thing. I had to make these slabs. These were originally whole blocks, but guests were still spawning on them, so I got rid of them. So yeah, and then there's a pigman in there. That's kind of cool. Yeah. Anyway, it's and then these guys are all lit up. This is the magma block. They're all lit up so that it lights up the floor and everything, but it turned out super nice. I'm really excited about this hub, and to see it in use and to see everybody use it. But it is now 100% gas proof, 100% open for business. Y'all can get in here and you can start using it if you're on the server for sure. Kuro already has, I think, and I think Ydoc has there. And I haven't made my tunnel just yet, but I do have a way to get there. But it's done. It's a wrap. 100% done. Super pumped about that for sure. Now I died and lost all my stuff, but I managed to get some good stuff back. I'm going to run into spawn real quick. I got some really good stuff. Better stuff than was before. The only thing is I don't have... I spent a lot of time. I spent like several days grinding to get... several days grinding to get where I am today here. Actually, I think it was like 2 or 3 days. But anyway, I want to replace this because I went end rating as well. He's got some diamond armor now. Also changed my skin a little bit. Got a new leather jacket in real life, so I figured I'd change my leather jacket in game. No a big a deal there. I raided an end city as well to get more wings, and I ended up getting 2 pairs of wings, so there's that too. I do kind of want to explain some of my absences lately as well, because I was in New Orleans. I was in New Orleans first of all. Things have been really busy for me as of late, so if you guys would forgive me, that would be real good, because I was in New Orleans last week. I don't know when you're seeing this, probably a day or 2 from now. It's late at night right now in August 1st. Anyway, let me I'm losing my train of thought here. I was in New Orleans last week, so late July I was in New Orleans. So I forgot to upload the Pit People series during that time, and then I got back, and as soon as I got back I had a weekend free to myself, but then some things happened and Oatwoman was in town because I had to pick her up from the airport, and then I had to take her to the airport, and things got busy. And then I had my band. I practiced with my band every Sunday. Long story short, I didn't have time to record. So hopefully you'll forgive me for not recording, but I did put a lot of work into the hub to get that finished and wrapped up for you guys. I also, today, the day I'm recording this, went to Fort Yukon, which is another place in Alaska. It's a little bit north of where I'm at, and it was for business. I went to New Orleans for business again. It was a conference that I went to for my work. And I went to Fort Yukon to do some work there in that lab as well. So the lab there for the university. Anyway, I'm sorry if there's people screaming. I think the kids are taking a bath, but that's just the way things go It's the way things go indeed. But anyway, so I was in New Orleans. I came back. I was home for a few days. Things got really busy for those few days. Then I went to Fort Yukon. I got back just tonight. And I was only in Fort Yukon just today, though. So that was that. So just today. And let me think. Oh man, that's perfect. Let's see, one more of those. And I want them to be color coded, so there's that. So let me think. What else was I gonna say? I'm losing my train of thought. It's really not really that late at night, but it's late enough to where I can get kind of lose my train of thought pretty easy anyway. Bing, I got a thing on the Facebook. It was Jacob tagging me. Cool. Red Rangoon on the Facebook tagging me and stuff. Let's see. So anyway. Okay, so I said Fort Yukon, I was there, and then in a couple of days I'm going to be going to the fair starts. So when the fair starts, I'm going to be gone for about a week, and I'm not really have much time for recording. As you may know, every year I take it off. It's the same thing every year. I take the time off for the fair, and I'm there about a week. So things are going to be a little sparse right now. I'm going to try to get all my pit people stuff out for you guys before that. Well, not before that, but I'm going to save my pit people stuff for that because I'm late on it anyway, so I might as well put it out that week anyway. And we haven't recorded anymore, and I don't know if we're going to have time to record anymore before that. So Pit People's coming. It's already released on Jacob's channel, and I totally spaced on recording some of that stuff, so hopefully you guys can forgive me for that. But and then finally in a couple of weeks on the, well, I'm not going to tell you because I don't know if she watches my videos, but I'll tell you when it happens. All right, that's the deal. Okay, that is the deal. Actually, I know she doesn't watch my videos, but I'm not going to mention it anyway because I want it to be a surprise. That's the bottom line. Okay, leave me alone about it. That's a nice shovel. That's a really nice shovel. Anyway, we'll talk. We'll not worry about it for the time being. I'm going to Eagle anyway. A couple weeks from now, I'm going to Eagle again. And if you don't know, Eagle is where Oat Woman lives. So that is important information for you to know as well. But that doesn't take that long. It's just a weekend. I should have some stuff recorded up again by then. So never you worry. Sorry about the screaming people in the background again. But as far as the server goes, let's get down to the server business. I'd like to talk about that a little bit. As far as server business goes, I built another hub. It was a huge project. It took me several weeks to finish. And I want to do some stuff for myself a little bit. So I think I'm going to work on the mansion a little bit before we start working on the OakenStone Season 2 arena. Not even Season 2, Volume 2 arena. So that is that. So we're going to do that. We're going to build the arena after I work on the mansion a little bit. But I've got to do some stuff for myself here a little bit, so we're going to do that. We're going to focus on that for a little bit in the next coming episodes to get something for Jacob to build up. Okay, so now we've got some shulker boxes anyway, which is super nice because I lost a shulker box, all my working shulker boxes. This one's all kind of, let's see, shulker boxes, and then I want to use, we'll put this shulker box. This will be just kind of this stuff, extra stuff. This is the beacon and some other stuff that we used for Las Cuevas. So we'll do that. That'll go in there, kind of organizing things a little bit. If this goes like that, we'll put it in that order, and then we'll just throw those in there. Cool. So we've got some use for that now. Anyway, now here's another thing I want to talk about as well. While we migrate on over to my place, the mansion, our place, Jag and I's place, what's in town? Nothing new or interesting is in town. But Grizz is coming, or he went to the Volume 1 spawn. Went to the Volume 1 spawn. I almost said server, but he went to the Volume 1 spawn. From here, from the Volume 2 world, which is awesome because he's actually the first person to be able to do it, and he actually made the trip. He did the whole thing and he survived. So that's really amazing, and I think he's got some captain's logs, if you will. So he's got some videos where he did some stuff, and I think he's gonna do some cool montagey stuff, which is gonna be amazing. So go ahead and check out Grizz on YouTube to see that stuff. And he's going to bring back, I believe he's going to bring back some acacia saplings for us to use, because if you don't know, there is no savannas that have spawned in the Volume 2 area at all, because I think it's due to a world glitch where they don't spawn out here. But yeah, it's gonna be real good. We're gonna be able to use acacia, which is something I really wanted to use in my mansion. So I'm very excited for that, and you guys should be too, because things are gonna be amazing. Because we're gonna get acacia trees in the spawn, and that's gonna look really good because it's a desert and all that stuff. So that's kind of the update there. What else? I think that's it for the time being as far as updates go. Things are super busy for me right now, and things I have some stressful stuff come up as well, so you gotta bear with me. I'm dealing with it. Everything's good. I don't really want to talk about the stressful stuff, so we're not going to, and I hope that's alright. But nevertheless, as far as the update on doing the vlog channel, I haven't talked about that for a little bit. As far as the update on that, I haven't got around to doing it yet. Like I said, things have been really busy, but it'll happen one of these days. Things are gonna get really exciting. Everything's moving really fast right now in my life, so hopefully you guys can bear with me and understand the delay in videos and all that stuff. So I think, like I said, I'm gonna save Pit People for the next coming fair week, and yeah, we're gonna do that. So Pit People will be saved for that, and I don't know, and I don't think I'll get another opportunity to record with Jag between now and the fair anyway. So yeah, that is that. I've got cattle out here. We need to wrangle up some of those guys. Maybe we'll do that. Actually, I want to kind of get some walls up on this, so we're gonna walk and talk a little bit here. But we're gonna build on the mansion. I want to get a lot of areas for the mansion squared away right now. That's my next big project, and for a while, it's not gonna finish it. I'm just gonna do a lot of building on this and kind of grind away at this for a while, because now that I kind of finished the Nether hub, it's I'm just kind of like, well, what do I do now? What do I do with my life? So, yeah, no, I know. I've decided I'm gonna work on the mansion for a little bit, and I think that's for the best. Work on something for me a little bit after a big old community project like that. And as far as, we'll talk about the roleplay aspects of the series as well, as far as the businessman stuff goes, and the Oatman stuff, the Quat Corp nonsense. That is more or less on hold. It's I've got a lot of ideas for like the roleplay, like Quack Corp stuff. I'm breaking the fourth wall here, and I know some of you probably won't like that, but I know a lot of you watch my OakenStone. It's a flagship series, so I'm kind of using it as an update right now. I'm losing my train of thought again. shoot, it's not even that late, but I'm really tired because I was on a plane today several times. But I did a lot of work. But the role play stuff. Lanky has moved again. Moved his house. He's not living in the same place he was before. I don't really want to say much about it because it's his personal life, and I kind of want to leave it to him. I don't know how much of it he wants to share on YouTube just yet, so I'm not going to say much about it, but he did move to a new place. And where he moved to, the internet's not super good. Yet, at least he's kind of working on getting that all squared away. So he's kind of barely able to play on the server for the time being, which is alright. So that's kind of explaining where Lanky is. And I don't really want to make any like big roleplay moves without Lanky because he's, you know, as in the server, he's the president, and he hasn't really made many huge moves like I have with the whole business side of things. Yet, at least not anything major. So I am gonna kind of, that stuff is kind of on the back burner for the time being, so that he can get on his feet a little bit. But it will come back as soon as he's back, and we'll get some good spicy content rolling again. So the Quack Corp versus OakenStone government stuff is going to be back on the roll again. But I do have some projects. We're going to have to work on Las Cuevas as well. That's one of the big things that we're going to work on probably during this hiatus of big community projects. Las Cuevas is more or less a community project. It's more of a roleplay project, which is kind of community based. It's for like the sub community of the business minded faction, if you will. Yeah, that's kind of that. So we're gonna build this back. We're just gonna make this a big old garage or basement down here. But we're gonna work on the mansion for a little bit, and probably a little bit in Las Cuevas for the next probably 4 or 5 or maybe 6 episodes, until for a little while, so that we can get before we start working on the OakenStone Volume 2 Arena, which I have a really amazing idea for, and it's going to be gigantic. And if you don't remember, the Volume 1 Arena was one of the flagship builds of the server, and it was super amazing. But it's going to be, the OakenStone Volume 2 Arena is going to be probably I want to say it's going to be at least 2 times the size of the Volume 1 Arena. So it's going to be really big. It's going to be really, really, really big. And it's funny because during the first couple of episodes, Lanky was talking about how he didn't want to do any like super big projects this volume because he wanted to kind of be able to limit himself and all this stuff. And I'm this volume, it's kind of go big or go home for me, but it kind of was that way for the last volume as well. But we're kind of hitting the ground running now. We're getting to a point to where we can really do some massive and amazing projects for the server. With as far as resources go and all that stuff, we're able to really go at it now, and that's something I'm really excited about. So this is the stage in the server where things start to get interesting. If you thought they were interesting, this is frustrating. If you thought they were interesting before, you haven't seen nothing yet. For as far as the plans and everything that we got going, oh, it's a good volume. It's a good volume so far. Anyways, that's the plan. That's the update. I'll have to get some screenshots for this episode for what we're talking about, and we'll be squared away. But that's that. So Lanky's coming back. I don't know when he's coming back just yet, but when he does come back, it's actually gonna be super cool because I'm not gonna spoil it. He's gonna probably want to announce that stuff himself. Things are gonna be really good when Lanky gets back because he's gonna be able to be really active. I'll say that. But yeah, anyway, I'm excited because Lanky's gonna be able to have some serious hardcore retaliations for for the I can't even think straight, guys. I'm sorry. For the roleplay stuff, so it's gonna be really good. I'm excited for what's to come, because we got the big old projects, we got the mansion, we got the arena, you know, the whole ball of wax. It's gonna be good. Ooh, I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too. What's over here? How does this feel? Is this big enough? I think for this section it'll be good enough. It's gonna be, Jag's gonna do the interior designing, but for this section of the mansion, I think it's gonna be okay. I think so. We're building it up on this platform so that it's nice and level for us. We'll have a nice big basement for sure. I don't know if that's big enough. It feels like it's not. I don't think it is. We're gonna make it bigger. But yeah, so the next few episodes are gonna be really focused on the mansion. And as far as like I was saying about the series and stuff like that, and the inactivity that has been around, I didn't get an episode of Oatman Solo Survival out for old Greg and the rest of you guys. I know old Greg is one of those guys that really loves the Oatman Solo Survival. He's kind of a diehard fan of the Oatman Solo Survival. It's his favorite. And old Greg is really cool. He's a old school dad crafter. He's been around a while. He has been around a while indeed. It doesn't seem like he has, but it's been a couple years now. So, but yeah, for sure. Old Greg is good, and he likes this series too. So shout out to old Greg for being a faithful commenter and subscriber, watching the Oatman Solo Survival stuff. I always love the people who watch Oatman Solo Survival. They're really important people to me, because it's a very important series to me. It's something I hold very dear to my heart, because it was the first series I started out on YouTube with. So it's something I hold in a high regard. I hold OakenStone in very high regard as well, obviously, but because I've made OakenStone the flagship series on my channel, and it has been for a long time. So, but the same goes for Smoke and Steel, the whole ball of wax. Smoke and Steel is still sticking around. I haven't ended it. I was really motivated on the Nether hub, which I was able to get finished in some free time. And I didn't figure you wanted to see another episode in the hub, so here we are. We're here at the mansion now for a while, doing some normal plain old Minecraft overworld stuff. Good old-fashioned exterior building. It feels good, guys. It feels good to be back in the wilderness again instead of in the Nether. I swear, the amount of ghast I killed was just obnoxious. Because we did it. I didn't gas proof it. That was literally the last thing I did to the hub. What do we think of that scale? That feels a little better. Kind of more of a box, which is kind of what I wanted. I think it's good. I think it's good indeed. So, anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like. If you didn't, don't leave a dislike, because it's mean. And thanks for listening to me rant a little bit, even if I lost my train of thought. But we'll get things rolling again. So, anyway, thanks for watching again. See you guys in the next episode, and I'm gonna try and get back on a normal schedule again as soon as I can. But if videos are a little sparse, that's just you know why. It's just the fair right now. Things are really busy with my job, and since I work for the university, semester startup is coming up soon, so that's gonna be a busy time as well. August and July are really busy months for me. But I hope you guys understand. There's some good stuff coming with Overwatch as well, because the summer games are out as well. So expect some content from that as well. Anyways, I'm gonna stop ranting your ear off now. I guess ranting or rambling on anyway. All right, farewell. Thank you for watching.